Hello, hello. We need to have a talk, okay? Let's just have a simple talk here. I know I look like I'm in an interrogation room, but that's not the case, I promise you. This is a conversation that I think I should have with you all because the time has come, right? For me to have this conversation with you, okay? And I I understand that some people may feel offended or upset about some things that I view. But just like I said last time, just like I said in our last stream, I don't say things to excite people or to make them offended on purpose or to make them feel a certain way, right? What I say are my real thoughts, my real beliefs, and I always open up my stream for rebuttal, for people to respond, always. So, listen, I understand that I made the list. I understand that I'm on the list now. And Larry has already told me that I need to be more considerate and be a little bit more walk the straight line like I'm supposed to because of the list that I'm on now. And I get it. I will because I don't want to mess up any of our chances to be together. You guys understand what I mean. I'm not trying to mess up any of our chances to be together, so I will walk the straight line as much as possible without compromising the real me, right? This is, I mean, you guys know the real me. But apparently, I'm a little bit too, you know what I mean? I've been saying things even in code that people have found offensive and they believe that I should not say them. And so anyway, the list. Right now, there's a purge going on. A few of you may know about it, some of you guys don't. The purge has just begun, and I kind of knew that it was going to be coming because it's election year. So the purge has begun, and I want to remain. So I think what I'm going to have to do is dedicate time aside out of YouTube to talk to you guys how I really feel and what I really think because of this. It's election year and it is what it is, you know. Um, I don't want to. Hi Zealage, hi Keela, hi Omegon. Keela, what do you mean don't bend the knee? What's the other option? I mean, I'm not bending the knee per se. I need to keep my. I don't want to. And people are getting offended. Okay, my last video, people were offended. A lot of people got offended, and it's not that I really care about the offense because I can't please everybody. You guys already know that. No one can. No one can please everybody. There's going to be things that I say that people are going to disagree with, and that's just life. But I'm on the list, and I know I'm on the list. I've been informed that I'm on the list, and so I'll explain to you this way. YouTube, back in March, they made a decision that even those people with anonymous accounts, people who use accounts that are not with their name, if you have an account that's like user 5732, whatever, some random number, 5732, blah, 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 and you don't even put your name on your account, but if you watch channels like mine, channels like, you know, anybody who talks like I do, you know what I'm talking about? YouTube has decided that they will be releasing those the information of those people, even though you're not publicly giving your name. YouTube has decided that they will report those names, not report them, but release your information to certain three-letter groups that put you on the list. And a person like me, because of how I speak, of course, and especially right now with it being election year, I've made the list, which we can say congratulations, but at the same time, it's not that good of a thing, because then now I'm getting more, you understand. So YouTube made that decision back in March, and you know how it is. So anyway, right, Sharon, that's what I think too. All conservatives are on this list. And my problem is with my video last week, you know, people don't like a lot of the things that I say. And I've always said, if you don't like what I say, you're welcome to refute. I always open the panel for rebuttal. That's the reason why I'm talking to you guys. I don't really need to speak about this if I don't want rebuttal, if I don't want you guys to say something back. Hence the reason why I do it here, because I'm like, you guys are free to, speak. So I don't silence you guys. I don't just talk at you guys and then turn off the camera. Most weeks I talk to you guys, I give you my views, and then I open the panel, because I'm like, whatever you want to say, I'm here, I'm listening. And besides, it's not so much about convincing me, but it's about convincing the viewer. And if you believe that I'm wrong or something, you bring that information to me live on the internet, and the viewer makes their decisions from that. From watching two people go at it, that's how the viewers make their decision. Most YouTubers that have debates aren't really changing each other's opinions. They're not really changing each other's minds, but it's the viewer's mind that gets changed. That's the point of the debate, is for the audience to decide. So anyway, there's been a lot of offense taken, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. I kind of thought I lost my touch for a second, but I guess I didn't lose my touch. But I don't want it to be where I'm being labeled, So that's part of the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys today. The other reason is because I have something that I want to share with you all. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I saved it on my phone because I know that as soon as I start talking to you guys, I start forgetting why I'm here. So hold on. Let me pull it up. One sec. Okay. Here we go. So here's another idea that I wanted us to speak about. This idea is coming from the internet, and the idea was online. It says there's many videos today. If you look on YouTube, they say you can get anywhere. I'm reading. It says you can get anywhere in life as long as you be yourself. That's I've seen so many videos on, especially on YouTube, saying this. You can get anywhere in the world as long as you remain true to yourself, as long as you are you. You. Yes, I booped you guys' noses, okay? Put your guys' nose, and I'm going to boop it. Boop. As long as you are you, you can get anywhere in this world. And my answer to that is no, you can't. No, you can't. Many times you need to not be you in order to get where you need to go, because a lot of times being you is what's holding you back in the first place. A lot of times you is the thing that is holding you back. So for all those people out there saying you can get anywhere you want in this world as long as you are you and true to yourself and just show the world who you are, don't believe that nonsense. Be what you need to be to get ahead. Okay? Just don't forget who you really are. But when it comes to this, nobody really cares about who you really are or what it is except you. Seriously, nobody cares what you really are except you. Nobody is going to be more impressed because, no one is. So please drop this idea. Anybody who believes that nonsense, it sounds good. It sounds good to put on a card. Be you, and all your dreams will come true. But that is absolute rubbish. So never believe that nonsense. Because as you can see, I be myself on this YouTube, and the moment that I am myself, well, I get put on lists. I'm on a list now for being myself. So do not be yourself. Do not. Sometimes you just need to shut up and be what you need to be to get where you need to go. I missed you guys. I missed you, and I'm happy to see you all again. Hi, Nessie. I haven't seen you in a while. Nessie says, I was told to have a positive image/outlook and good things will come. I think that is more effective than being yourself. Have you guys seen all these things? Be yourself. Yourself is the best version of you. Oh, shut up. That is so not true. Majority of times. That's for the majority of times. Okay? Yeah, there's some people who are just absolutely amazing just naturally, but the majority of us are not. So, no. Tomas, hello, Tomas. Tomas says, you got to beware of swatting. It's where Karens or other pricks make a bogus 911 call about you. Well, that's partially what happened to me right now. Partially what happened to me right now is the bogus 911 call on me because, oh my God, Amira said a thing. And the thing is, I'm in the most smallest corner of YouTube right now. Why are you even bothering me? Why are you bothering me? Why does anyone even care? Okay? I lost my big channel. I'm no longer in my 40,000 subs anymore. Let me live my life. I mean, I can't. Anyway, I'm not getting off the list, and fine. It is what it is. So, Joe Biden and Donald Trump are going to have a debate coming up here pretty soon. Joe Biden has recently released a new campaign video saying, oh, I beat you in a debate a couple of years ago, Trump. Now you want to come back for another one? Bring it, pal. Now, I have a question for you all. How many takes did it take for them to get that one sentence in that video from Joe Biden? Because it didn't happen in one take where they just turned on the camera and said, okay, Biden, say this part. How many takes did it take for him to go, I debated you a couple years ago when you lost. Bring it, pal. I bet infinite amount of takes. We're not even going to. But anyway, people are online having the stupidest debate of all debates, the most stupidest of stupidest debates, saying that Joe Biden is smarter than Trump. Oh, Joe Biden will win again. Oh, Joe Biden. And I'm like, are these people really serious? Is this really a thing? Do people, anyway, you guys understand. Right, Aaron. Lies, pies and lies. Hi, GB. He says, nope, you must improve and be productive for yourself and for others. The worst thing that you could tell a person at this point in time, be yourself. You are the best version of yourself. You just stay true to yourself. And you know what they're actually saying when they say that? They're not really talking about your character, your moral compass, and all of that. They're not talking about that. They're basically telling you if you're a bag, if you are if you are a person that poops Skittles, then you can be yourself. But if you're not that, then don't be yourself. Tomas says, if you're going to make the government watch Thomas, wait, don't make me say that. But if you're going to make the list, do so in a way that they need to buy endless file cabinets. Well, that would be going the undead chronic way, wouldn't it? Or it would be going the route of many other conservatives that have endless channels. You guys know who I'm talking about. You guys know the ones I'm talking about. Hi, Samael. He says, heck, Amira, Larry and I don't agree on a lot of things. We still get along. If someone chooses to take offense, that's on them. Samael, but the problem is, the person that is taking offense is a person that has the ability to keep reporting me, and the new people who are offended, you understand, these aren't just internet trolls anymore, Samael. These are 3-letter people, okay? This is not something like, oh, we could just, they're just trolls. It's not the same, Samael. It's not the same anymore. It's not that I wasn't already on the list, but it just really strikes a nerve in me knowing that my last video is the thing that caused this. My last video is the reason why people have run away from me, or that they are starting to report me. And I'm not taking it down. I'm not. Because, like I told you, I even said in the beginning of that stream, many will be offended, but in no way am I trying to offend anyone on purpose. And you are always welcome to refute me, refute my claims, refute my ideas, my thoughts, my views. I am not set in stone. I'm always here to listen. But I have my views. And just like you have your views, I will always have mine, you know? And if you want someone who's just going to agree with you constantly, then you might as well just talk to yourself in the mirror. GB says, anyone who speaks the truth and exposes the lies is on that list. It's not even about lies anymore. It's about, oh my God, I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. I want to say it so bad, but... And I want to spend some time with you guys today. Yes, Nessie. She said, did someone call Homeland Security on you again? Yep. Here we go again. This roller coaster never ends. This is a roller coaster that never. They're afraid of you, clearly. They believe you'll grow too big. No, because that has been set in stone that whatever following I had before will never be able to return to what it was. And I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. I actually prefer it this way. And I thought that being like this would be my safe space. Gosh, I sound like a freaking liberal. I want my safe space. Listen, I just want to be, but you guys are right. You guys in the chat who told me, don't say on YouTube because YouTube is going to eventually, right? You guys already know this is election year. I don't see myself lasting very long. I really don't. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. This is just a moment of honesty between us. Saturday, we'll go back to our regular shows or regular streams that we normally do. But today, I just want to talk to you guys. I want to tell you, I don't see myself lasting very long because I can't stop saying what I say. I can't. I won't. And it's not because, but why am I here? What's the point? Why do we have our conversations? Huh? Chat? Why do we do this? If I feel like it's just a waste of your time if I don't say what I think you guys understand we see in the world. Huh? And anyway, I mean, yeah, we literally could spend our Saturdays just watching funny videos and having a good time and talking about culture, right? We could. But then we're missing a good part of what this channel was based on in the first place. This channel was born on what we do. This is how the channel was formed, and this is what I came to you as, and this is how I will always be, because I don't know how to be anything else. Yeah, the legend. He's like, we'll find you on something if something happens again. Well, the thing is, I keep having to keep my name Exiled Lioness, because I can't even get away from the name. Because the moment that I deviate from this name, you're gonna lose me. I can't put what I'm gonna be out there. Amira, no, come on. Like, anyway, Sharon says, many of the channels I have watched seem to have disappeared, but I find I have been unsubscribed. I have to search for all the intelligent channels because you can't. Sharon, you know what they want on YouTube? They want endless sea of cat videos, of rainbow content, of makeup videos. They want an endless sea of that. That's YouTube now. They don't want actual conversations to happen. And this is why Hunger Games, I know this is so stupid, but hear me out. When I watch Hunger Games, I connected with that movie so much because of the culture that we live in today, and how, you see in the city, everybody's all rich and dressing colorful and looking weird, and uh, colorful eyelashes and all this, and everybody looks metrosexual. Everybody looks genderless. That's today. That's what we have now. Did you guys see the Met Gala? The the Met Gala 2024. Okay. Go look at that. It's Hunger Games, absolute Hunger Games look. And I'm like, it, I know it sounds cliche, or it sounds stupid for me to even make that kind of comparison, but it's the best comparison that I can give you guys that fits in today's world. Hello, Oscar. Oscar says, Metal Gear Solid, Two Sons of Liberty. Oh, should tell you what's going on. Got it. Thomas says, we need more car talk. You guys in your cars. You guys know I love cars too. You guys know, look, I will give you all the car talk you want, but listen, I want, there's already a woman doing car talk. You have the blondie, the supercar blondie. She's doing all the car talk, okay? She's already taken full reign of that sector, okay? Let me have my own niche, okay? Let Supercar Blondie have the car thing. Let me have my own thing. My thing is culture, politics. That's culture, politics. Culture, politics. This is my thing. It's a game. It's a game. Yeah. It's a game. Yeah. But there's no winner. David. Oh my gosh, David, you were so right. Our world is becoming a cross between Hunger Games and 1984. You see. Hi, Andy. Andy says, the elites do not represent us. Those on TV are emulated by the shallow and weak-minded. They do look very Hunger Games, but we are not them. Oh my God. So there was more I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I just want to slowly get into this because there's something else I want to show us. I want us to watch a video. Sorry, guys, my head. It just, I don't know. It's just when I start to think about this, yeah. Hi, Neil. Made it. Thank you for making it. We're only here for a little bit. We're not here for long tonight. I needed you to, you know, Amira, you're my original car girl. Oh, stop it. Come on. Supercar Blondie was here way before me. That girl is like 40, 50 years old. And she's been doing this for what, more than 10 years? I'm still new. There's no way I'm your original car girl, Nessie. But I appreciate it nonetheless. He says Secretary of State Lincoln's stepfather was Samuel Pisar, who was a lawyer to Maxwell and the father of Ghislaine, who was close to Lucien. Well, I know Ghislaine was close to Lucien, but Lucien is, you guys know who Lucien is, right? Oh my gosh. Lucien is, Lucien, the name Lucien is another version of the name Lucifer. But this person, Lucien, is a very, very, very rich European who is like the sugar daddy to many, many of the top, the top, what's it called? Industry people, entertainment, music, everybody, actors, anybody. But anyway, he is like the sugar daddy to many of those. You know what I'm talking about? And this is why I talked to you guys last week. Part of the reason why I'm getting on these lists is because last week I mentioned the 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 hierarchy and how we are looking at this level, but we really need to look at the sugar daddies of these people that we're talking about. Diddy is not the issue. Diddy is part of the issue, but Diddy is only but a sugar baby to people like Lucian, people like, I don't want to say names because then I already know what's in it. But you guys understand. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about anyway. He is the original. Yeah, exactly. He's the original diddler. He's the one. These are the people who actually made Diddy into what he is. So, I mean, but 2024 is the year of revelations, right? This is the year of revelations. This is the year of exposing. All is coming to light, just how they say. The sun disinfects. The sun is the best disinfectant. That everything that is bad, like mold, mildew, all the nasty, grows in the dark. In the dark, it grows and it multiplies and it gets worse. But once that sun hits it, the sun is the best disinfectant. And now that the sun is hitting a lot of this stuff, but you know what? It's all just a distraction. This is but a distraction. Why is it that on election years, we have uptick in riots, we have uptick in gun violence? Every election year, gun violence is up through the roof, or maybe it's just more reported on, who knows? Gun violence. We have scandals in the entertainment industry, right? Last time, I mean, before Michael Jackson died, every election year, Michael Jackson was on the chopping block. Every election year, Michael Jackson was on the chopping block. Why? Because we need a distraction. There's so many things happening right in front of us that we can't see because we're too busy. It's not that we're too busy. Right in our faces is this, this, this. Oh, you were thinking about that? Oh, but look over here. Oh, you were thinking about that? Oh, but look, Diddy. Oh, you guys remember the thing? Oh, but then Drake. Oh, I know you wanted to look at what was happening with Biden and everything, but did you know that Kendrick Lamar released a new song? He says all a certain class of prime ministers or representatives are getting offed. It's the year of exposure. It says the PM of Slovakia had an attempted after opposing a policy, just like Shinzo Abe. Oh, Shinzo Abe in Japan. Zelich says Hollywood is who made all of the ditties of the nation. Hollywood is what made all the ditties of the nation. Okay, Zelich, you're going to get me in trouble because this is exactly what got me in trouble last time. But I refuse to, let me make sure I'm not getting another strike. Okay, I refuse to not say it. This is what I'm talking about. Zelich, you said Hollywood is the one who made all of the ditties, the Weinsteins, the Epsteins, all the Steins and Steens, all the Lucians and all of that. Hollywood is what makes them, right? Hollywood. But Hollywood is owned by a group of people. Hollywood is not the originator of this stuff. Hollywood is owned by And the moment that I said that, then I get on this list because supposedly I'm not supposed to say the top people because we all know who's at the top, don't we? And the moment that I say that, a lot of people are against me because they're saying, Amira, shut the F up. That's not true. I cannot even tell you how many emails I received this week of people who said, I am unsubscribing from your channel, Amira. I used to believe that you would never be racist in that type of way. I have defended you and said that I've told people that you weren't racist, and I have been proven wrong. How so? Well, you said these people. Wait, you got to see the hook. There's the hook. You said that these people are the ones who are doing everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. So is it my fault that these people happen to be doing all the things? So I'm racist because I said that I realized that that's. How am I racist? How is that? I'm not. This is the same thing that they say about the LGBT. You can't say it because if you say it, then you're homophobe. You can't even notice things because if you notice, you are a phobe of some sort. If it offends you that a certain group of people are at the top and a certain group of people are the ones who are pushing this, then don't get mad at me. Get mad at them. I am not the one who did this. This has been going on before I came out of the womb, and before I even went, this was already going on. So why are you mad at me for opening my eyes and noticing? I just don't understand people. You're mad at me for noticing. But these people who send me these emails are saying, no, Amira, the people who are actually the cause is actually the Black community. It's not these guys, it's the Black community. And instead of blaming the Black community, you are blaming these ones. Oh, because you're Muslim. Oh, because you're Arab, and every Arab hates these. Did you even hear what I said? Did you even listen to half of the stupid stream? I guess not. I guess not. Because if the first thing you think when I said about these people is that, oh, she's Arab, that's the reason why she hates these. This has nothing to do with my culture, my race, my nothing. This is only me living in the country that I live in. I live in America. So that was the thing that was said to me, was that you are showing your racism and your anti-Semitism. You're showing your anti-Semitism through YouTube by blaming these people for all of the problems, when in truth, you're taking away the blame of the Black community, that all the things that the Black community actually do, now you're trying to say that these people are responsible for it all. And for that, I'm unsubscribing. Well, then good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance. Have fun. I will not. What do you want from me? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say that the Black community is responsible for everything? The Black community is responsible for the banks, the bank corruption, and should I say that? Did the Black community cause the issues that we have today with Hollyweird? Was it really Black? What do you want me to say? Am I lost? I'm reading your guys' comments because I want to know, am I weird for that? I notice when Amira gets worked up, her Jamaican accent. You guys say I have all types of accents. Just stop. Guys, stop trying to figure out my accent. Stop trying to compare me to other people. Just stop. Because you guys, one minute they're like, she's British, she's Arab, she's Latina. I have people calling me Italian. The Italian accent. Just stop it, guys. Just stop it right now. Stop it right now. I'm going to go Indian. You guys want to see me go Indian? You stop it right now. Stop it right now. No, I don't care what accent I have. I speak English, and you guys understand what I'm saying, and that's the point. So stop trying to figure out, please. I beg of you. I beg of you all. Stop it. The blacks are subverted because they see they see black and white, literally, usually. They got infiltrated by a Canadian Burger King tiny crown and nobody noticed. Well, well, um, this is my first time seeing you here on my channel, but apparently you have not come to play. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here. This is my first time seeing you on my channel, but welcome. Welcome. I appreciate these. I appreciate it. Suka says half Indian, half Russian. Okay, all right. Go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner right now. She sounds earthling to me. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I don't need. Why do I have to have a nation or a country? I am earthling. Okay, stop it. Oscar, thank you so much for your comment. He says you're not lost. Thank you. Because I don't think I am, but you know what? I'm always open to the idea that I am. I'm open to the idea that I'm wrong. Anyway, he says you're not lost. I read some redacted documents not long ago. This world is under heavy subversion and screwed by things like the controlled opposition. And people are saying that Trump is the controlled opposition. People are telling me that Trump is actually the controlled opposition, and I would do well to not lead people astray to voting for him. So Trump is the controlled opposition. But let me ask you something. Out of every president that has ever existed in the United States, there has only been one that has literally lost money after being a president. Everybody else has become rich. Obama, rich. He was worth I think like $500,000 to $1 million before and now look at him. 40 million. And that's just on paper. Truth is, Nancy Pelosi, look at her. She is half a billionaire. Like, she's at the point where she has so many millions, she's almost a half billionaire. But how, if her salary was only 170 something thousand a year? How? All of these people are getting rich. Trump is the only one who lost money. And I'm supposed to believe that he's the real controlled opposition? The reason I don't believe that he is because even if you don't like Trump, if you look at every fact around him, it all doesn't add up to him being controlled opposition. It just doesn't add up. I'm sorry. Even if you whatever. And I know Trump is arrogant. I know a lot of people don't like arrogance. Trump is arrogant, but he has every darn reason to be. Anyway, people don't like arrogance, and I understand why people don't like Trump's personality, but get over yourselves and get your heads out your arses. It's not about a liking contest. This isn't a popularity contest. Why don't we focus on the things that he does versus the things that he said that you didn't like or whatever, Oh, right, Nessie, I forgot. Pelosi supposedly does inside trading. Supposedly, she is a stock market genius. Supposedly, Pelosi, just her and a couple of her friends just invested into this no-name tech company nobody knows about, who didn't have any investors or anything. All of a sudden, overnight, this no-name tech company, all of their stocks went up by 150 or 180% overnight. And now everybody who invested in that no-name tech company is rich. How did that happen? No-name tech company, just poof, and the stock market went crazy overnight. This is the stuff I'm talking about. And you think, how do people get rich like that? Because they're not working hard. They're not out there breaking their back and getting money the way traditional people make money. This isn't what they're doing. To them, money is just a number. It doesn't even exist. Money is not even a real thing to them. This is I'll give you guys an example. So a lot of these people who have a lot of money, and I'm telling you this only from things that I know from my husband and the way he deals with money. Money is a thing that we use to make more money. It is not something that we want to hoard. You don't want to hoard it. You don't want to keep it and oh, everybody get away. You want to do something to your money that makes it make you more money. And money is only numbers. It's just a bunch of numbers game in the, if you take away the emotional attachment to the money, then the way of thinking is completely different is what I'm saying. Okay. For her, it's just a number. Stock, the whole stock thing, it's just an opportunity that was given to her where this opportunity never even existed in the first place. These are things that are made up that make people rich. Are you guys following me? I know I'm talking a little bit, but these things are not even real things. This no-name tech company that everybody invested in that knows about it, it doesn't exist. But the stocks for that no-name tech company overnight went up 180%. And then the next day, everybody who invested in this no-name tech company is rich. Doesn't that bother you? Huh? I can't be the only one. And this just happened last week. One sec. It's tech. Pelosi's father was the mayor of Baltimore, Maryland. Biden elected to Senate by the mob by suppression of the anti-Biden advertisements. Yakub, I wonder how many drinks it took for her to know how to... She's drunk every time she's on television, right? But yet they want to talk about Trump being what? They're like, oh, Trump is this and Trump is that. But you have Nancy Pelosi slurring and on live TV, middle of the morning, on Good Morning America. Okay. Every morning I think the American people, they want... Did you bring the yayo? Oh, one second. I think the American people, they need... Come on. She's slurring every morning on the... All right, whatever. We're not supposed to see that. Nobody sees it. And yes, Nancy is a sellout for... Oh my gosh. Trump is a competitor. So Joe Biden said that he is going to debate Trump. Joe Biden set the date. He set the date right after Trump's court debacles. So they want to wear Trump down, and right after his court hearings, they want to take him straight from court straight into the debate stage. It's just trying to wear him down. They're trying to get him on a moment where he will be discombobulated and not able to think. That's all they're trying to do. And I don't think it's going to work. Trump is not Biden. He's not that easily distracted mentally, not like Biden. Anyway, Trump was the only president who brought peace between the Jews and the Arabs. He should have gotten the Peace Prize. He did not start any wars. In fact, because of Trump, the Israelis were allowed to fly their airplanes over the holy city of Mecca. For Muslims, the holy city of Mecca is everything for us. For us, Hajj and everything. And we would never let an Israeli fly their airplanes over that airspace. But under Trump, that was allowed because Trump forced them to have a treaty, a shake hands, that it's okay to have Israeli airplanes fly over the city of Mecca. And now look, now that Trump isn't in office, now you see. But anyway, we already know the whole deal with Ukraine. There's no need for us to rehash it, okay? It's all money laundering. This is the reason why we're sending so many billions over. It's not to help Ukraine. It's not because America is so caring and loving for the Ukrainians. this has always been going on, and now we just have a reason to send the money because now there's a war. We're helping with the war. Oh, the war. This has already been happening even before the war, but it looked too suspicious. Now we have a reason. That's all that's happening. And I wouldn't be surprised that this no-name tech company had something to do with that money laundering. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't be surprised if the money laundering and that no-name tech company that they invested in has something to do with each other, and it was a way to launder that money. The money is being laundered in front of our eyes. And how is it that no one is stopping this? Why aren't these companies that run these stock market sites, these investment sites, why aren't they flagging this and saying, what is this? What is this no-name tech company, and how did no one's saying anything? Yakub says, you're not wrong. I've done some research on this topic before, and it's exactly how you describe those people. Oh, you're talking about those. Okay. I thought, okay. I'm not going to say it because you guys already know. It's possible both are controlled. Trump might be the best option of the controlled leaders. We should always leave a possibility, right? We should always leave a possibility that, yeah, maybe Trump is, but I'll keep my eyes open. If I see something weird, you guys know I will tell you. You guys know I will tell you. I'm going down to the bottom of the comments because I missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry. Erin says that she's keeping her eye on Peru. They're making moves. Japan is being flooded with Kurdish migrants, Italy with Tunisians, and you heard Albania may have some migrants shipped in the near future. Gay marriage just became legal in Kosovo as well. Okay. All right. So we know in America the reason why they're being shipped here. Well, we think we know. We have an idea of why they're being shipped here because we believe that they're being shipped here right before the election because they want to use these people to, you know what I mean, to get them to vote and vote only one way because, of course, they're only going to vote for the Democrats because the Democrats are the ones giving them food, shelter, hotels, and all kinds of things. They're giving them all types of perks, alcohol, freedom, places to stay, money, all kinds of things, right? All the things that they could have been given to the veterans all this freaking time. Huh? Remember they told you guys that when we asked for that stuff for the veterans? Oh, we don't have it. We just don't have the funds. We don't have the resources. But now that it is for these migrants, these people that we don't even know, these are all men, unmarried men. This is no longer a refugee camp. This is an army. These are armies. And I wonder if, now hear me out. I wonder if these camps, these refugee camps, are going to be used against us if, God forbid, the election doesn't go the way that the Democrats want it to go. I wonder if they are actually preparing these refugees to fight against Americans that don't want to see their nation turned over to Democrats come the election. I don't know. You guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys? Because they're putting these people in certain places, and it seems very, dare I say, coordinated. It's kind of coordinated. And what would be the reason to feed them, clothe them, make them comfortable, make them fat and strong? You're making them strong and healthy. What is the reason? These are all men. There's basically no women that are coming in through these migrant things. So why are you making armies of other countries' men healthy, strong, well-fed, well-kept? Why? Are they going to use them against us? come the election season, if something goes not our way, I mean, we already know when they want to use them for votes, but could there be something more that we don't, that we would never think that our government would do against us? My Nuka, my daughter, actually came up with America before anyone said it. America. I I remember when you guys first said that, you guys did that wordplay with my name. I thought that was super funny and nice and cute because I never saw my name like that. Amira, America. I got it. Um, Hi, Baklava. See, it's nice to see you. He says, I don't think Trump is really controlled. That's why they're afraid of him. That's what I think too, because there wouldn't be a reason for them to fear him if he was controlled. I need to get my charger. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'll be right back. I have it right here. It's just, I need to get it. That's all. It's not far. All right, here we go. I got it. All right. Please hold while I transfer your call. Come on, Tisuka Belad. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. There we are. There we are, my friend. Okay. Sorry. You says, I mean, Trump was pro-vax. That is weird. No, it's not weird. I've already explained this before. It's not weird that Trump will be pro-vax. We understand something. Trump is the one who authored and wanted the vaccine to be available because he thought that the vaccine being available quickly would actually make America feel better, because the pandemic happened during his time, during his presidency, and he wanted to make it seem like he was doing something. He was doing as much as he could to help the American people. And during that time, he thought that the vaccine being made in America, first in America, he thought that that would be a good thing. So he pushed for the vaccine to be made faster and faster until it was made. I don't think he knew all the side effects that would come along with it, but he said he wanted it to be a right to try drug, a right to try. The right to try is not something that is forced or mandated on the people. It is something that is given to people who want to try a medicine that has not been approved by the FDA if they believe it will help them in their situation. There are people out there who do that all the time, you guys know, who try medicines that have not been approved yet because they are willing to risk it all, because a lot of them are on the point of death. There are people who are on their deathbed and there's a medicine that hasn't been approved that they say, okay, we can let you try this, but we don't know if it'll work and you might die if you take it. But there are people who say, you know what, I'll try it. And a lot of times it works for people, the medicine that hasn't been approved. So Trump had that situation like that, and that's why he wanted the vaccine. He never said he wanted it to be mandated and forced on the people. He said it should be available for the people. If you want it, you can have it. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. The Democrats were the ones who tried to force it on the people and tell people that you can't work if you don't take this vaccine, that you can't travel if you don't take this vaccine, that you can't do so and so if you don't. So I understand why Trump was for the vaccine and why he doesn't see anything wrong with it, or maybe he sees things wrong with it, but I understand why he was for the vaccine. I don't believe, you guys, if you guys have seen otherwise, let me know. But I don't believe that he has ever tried to say that it needs to be mandated on the people. Now, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. You guys tell me if you guys have ever seen that. I have never seen that. Andy, The law is only citizens can vote, illegals can't. That you think that, Andy? Do you think that that matters, Andy? Andy, 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 do you think that that matters? Now, my anger is not towards you. My anger is towards this situation. Do you think they give a do you think that they care about what is legal and what is not? Have you seen what these mofos have been doing? These hijos de la gran puta. Do you know what these peoples have been doing? They have been having dead people vote. You have dogs, cats voting. Huh? You have babies voting that don't even have, they're not even 1 years old yet, but they're voting. You have people who have been voting 1, 2, 3, 8 times. Andy, do you think that they care what is legal? They are the ones who said that they don't want ID to be what's it called, required, that you don't need to show your ID to vote because it is discrimination against black people somehow. They are the ones, Andy, they don't care. They don't care about that. As long as there's a name. You think they're going to verify citizenship? They're not going to verify citizenship when you go to vote. And that's the reason why they push so hard for this no ID voting. Oh, you don't need to do this. You don't need to verify anything when you vote. They can't keep using dead people, I think. Or maybe they can, who knows? But I think they want to have a new pool of names, a new pool of identities that they can use to vote this go around. That's what I think. And the only way to get that is by bringing people in mass who don't belong here, who aren't from here, and using those identities of those people. Well, think about how many unaccompanied military age, well-dressed, well-fed Chinese men come across our southern border each year. Chinese refugees? Really? Oh yes, Neil, because we know that China is in a state of extreme disaster. We know that China is actually a very dangerous place, and all of her citizens are just fleeing for safety. And the first country that they happen to stumble across is America. Yeah. So the refugees from China running from war and famine and disaster, they come here because this is their closest option. Yeah. Even Norm Macdonald has been voting blue for 2 years. Nessie says they have fake voters whose addresses are empty parking lots. Hello, Nessie. Andy, you hear that, Andy? Andy, for you to say, listen, I love that you believe that things are illegal and it can't happen because it's illegal and that's not going to happen. But Andy, they don't give a flying. Anyway, so I only have 2 minutes left, but I said that I wanted to watch something with you guys before I left. So what I'll do is I'm going to share the video that I want to show you guys. Let's watch like 10 minutes of it, or 5 minutes, whatever. I just want to share it with you guys. Listen, you guys are going to love it, okay? You're going to love it. I picked it out for a reason. So we're going to have movie time. Do you guys remember in school when you guys see, I practiced how to say school. Do you guys remember in school? Am I right? School. Okay. So in school, do you guys remember in school, you go to your class and then the lights would be out and then the TV was in the classroom because it was movie day or TV day in your classroom, and everybody was so excited because that meant you can just take a nap, you can relax, you can sleep, you can eat, you can talk, because movie day. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to share that memory with you guys. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but yes, Aaron, they roll out the TV. Yes. And VCR, my school didn't have a VCR, I don't think. I still don't really know what a VCR is. I've seen it, but I never really have used it. But in my school, we did have Blu-ray. We had the Blu-ray disc. So anyway, but they rolled out the TV and the disc player, and it was movie day, you know. So that I loved it. I loved it so much. Yes, we love that TV. Okay, okay, let me go get the TV. Okay, I'm gonna get the TV. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Here we go. All right. Um, Aaron, okay, listen, stop. No, to be fair, VCRs are ancient. Okay, so don't say that. It's not that I'm that young. VCR are ancient technology. Okay, I don't even know. I know what it looks like. It looks like a book, like whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. It looks like a book. You know, the movies look like books, and I don't really know what you guys use to whatever. I'm gonna roll out the TV though. Let me roll out the TV. So hold on. I'm bringing it up right now. Okay. Oh. Okay. 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 All right. I'm gonna turn down the Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right. Here we go. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. I just want to have some time with you guys. So, what? Erin is like, gasp. Be kind, please rewind. What? I don't understand. Rewind? Rewind what?
That's a VCR reference.
Oh, really? So what does it mean?
Back in the day when you used to rent movies on VHS tapes from stores and stuff, they would have like Blockbuster, especially had these little stickers on them that says "Be kind, rewind," so that after you played the tape, you were supposed to rewind it before you returned it, so that they didn't have to do it themselves.
Why couldn't you just click the button? Like, how hard is it to click the button to rewind it?
Because
What does it mean?
yeah, no, it just some people didn't do it, and so there was a whole campaign about "Be kind, rewind," and that's a reference to that time.
Huh. Yeah, because I know you couldn't just click back, right? You couldn't just.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long would it usually take for a person to rewind?
Depends on how long it was and how slow your VCR was. Sometimes it could take a minute and a half. Sometimes it took closer to 5. It's a literal tape. Like there's film inside the thing, and that's on a spool.
No, I've seen cassettes. I've seen cassettes before, so I know that there's a spoolie and there's a tape on it, but I'd never used a proper VSH. No, VCH. V
The VCR is the machine. VHS is the tape format.
VHS. Yeah, VHS. I never used a proper VHS before, so that's why I didn't. But 1 minute, I cannot imagine 1 minute of waiting for my tape to rewind. I cannot even imagine that. You guys were patient. You guys are very patient, because now not even now. When I was a kid, we had the Blu-ray, which is now ancient technology as well. Now I talk about Blu-ray and kids are like, what is that? But we had the Blu-ray, which we thought was so cool. And we just push it and, it goes back. So I've never, but now I feel old because I talk about Blu-ray. Kids don't know what I'm talking about today. They're like, Netflix. They look at me, they're like, do you mean Netflix? Like, no, you had to get a CD. But anyway. Okay. What? Are you kidding, AKA Dog? 1980 VHS players sort, when they came out, took up to 13 minutes. No, 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 no. No. You guys have made me start thinking about something else now. Zealage says, dang it, I'm not that old, and she successfully made me feel ancient. Listen, I feel ancient too, though. I feel ancient too, so stop it. I do. I feel ancient too. Talking to kids today, they don't understand what Blu-ray is too. Amira also never used a typewriter. No, but I know what a typewriter is. I know what it is because I've seen one in real life. So I know what it is, but never used it. No. Okay. Yeah, Keela, you're right. Quit distracting the movie time. Okay, let's start. All right, let me get the movie. All right, here we go. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this with me. Here we go. I'm reeling the movie into our classroom, and here we go. I'll turn it up.
He has a birthday, is a living soul, not a corporation entity.
Okay, that makes sense. Not at all.
You are stomping all over my constitutional right.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
He pushes my hands off. So he's sovereign citizen.
In the U.S. judicial system, it's said that no one's above the law, but some people think they don't have to follow the rules. We're taking a closer look at 6 times sovereign citizens were arrested on police body camera. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law and Crime.
So there's 6, but I'm only going to play 2. I'm only going to play 2, and then I'll let you guys go. We're going to watch this woman and the next one after her, and that's it. Okay, ready?
Sam Goldberg. First, let's talk about what sovereign citizens actually are. It's a very loosely defined group of people that believe U.S. laws don't apply to them, based mostly on cherry-picked court rulings and statutes. This can lead to traffic stops by police, who often find these, quote, sovereign citizens driving with fake plates or without a driver's license. We begin today's After Hours in Myrtle Creek, Oregon. It's April 2022, and a police officer noticed problems with an SUV's license plate. Jania Green Carnes is in the driver's seat, and she's frustrated from the very first moment.
Hi there. Hey, I'm Officer Kennedy, Myrtle Creek Police earlier in our conversation being recorded. Okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay, right off the bat, I want to tell you guys, her car is absolutely filthy. And typically these sovereign citizens, they are only sovereign because they don't have licenses or they're suspended.
The reason for the stop today is that uninsured tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it, just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm, so if you reach for it, we have issues.
She has a firearm right under her armpit. Gross, but she has a firearm, and when he asked about it, she went and reached for it. Now you guys tell me that's not privilege. You listen, I'm not one who always says, oh, white privilege, whatever, but I tell you what, no one else would be able to get away with that. Is this a firearm? Oh yes, let me reach for it.
Your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it, just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm, so if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay, don't ever reach for it. Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay,
than
you're not
place
going to
it
do
on
that. You're not going to put a firearm in
Sir,
there. Okay,
I'm-
so just hear me
I
out.
am
Stop
not-
talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting up an intimidating
Well, I'm
factor.
not
Okay, just
going to
listen.
hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it
I
or
do
anything
not
like
want my weapon outside of my
that.
vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I am
ID?
willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly
Do not
see it.
touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll
see
tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move it. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
I think I'll just plead the fifth.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my
I
hands
did,
on the
but
steering
you
wheel.
told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. If
If
you're
she
not going to
can't
talk, you can't
stop.
tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. 3216. Can I get another unit? I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep your hands right where they're at.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay, perfect. They need to remain there, and your hand needs to stay away from them.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
Now, Sharon, could you imagine her being drunk, open carrying a weapon, and no license, sovereign citizen, and who knows if the vehicle is stolen? Who knows?
Not yet. Females verbally uncooperative.
I am not uncooperative. I am simply answering you without lying.
Not at this time.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being
Okay,
confrontational.
maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact, and
I
I'm gonna
understand
get
that.
what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I
You've
have.
met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge. But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go
I
home every
don't
day.
trust the badge.
Okay, you don't have to trust me, but I not that I don't trust you, I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds
Okay. that's-
possibly thousands of people every year, and I have to survive each of those contacts for
And I
a
understand
duration of 25 years.
that. I
Okay?
understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm, and so that's what I go off of. Okay.
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise. You want it
What
your
is the
way.
compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to
Okay, now I want to give you guys just a quick pause because I can't just play it without YouTube getting mad at me. So listen, this is in the state of Oregon. Oregon, you guys know the politics in Oregon. So this woman is the exact face of how I imagine Oregon women to look like. Unfortunately, I know. I'm sorry, any beautiful women that live in Oregon, but Oregon is known for this. This is the face of Oregon, Washington, Idaho. I mean, actually, Idaho not so much because Idaho is pretty based, but yeah. Anyway, this is it. Yeah.
to allow
Okay.
you to put it on the dash. I am
I would
not
like to do that.
willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay. Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you.
Oh, she loves
I
being
appreciate
touched. Look at her. Oh, touch me, daddy. It's
Any other
purple.
firearms with you?
No. Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
That's the most physical touch that she's
Once I
gotten in
begin
a long
going over this
time.
paperwork with me
Let-
that you're
let-
going
let-
to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway.
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It is legitimate.
Okay.
I've done
Well, that's
my
fine.
research in my own
Once I get this done, we'll move on with the rest of the stop.
It would have been a lot easier to push the hill.
You don't get to decide how things go. Okay. I'm all about I'm all about respecting you and trying to work with you.
I was
but-
trying to be helpful.
You were not. I was
Yes,
I was asking
yes,
you
I-
to do something
I
and
was
you were
talking-
refusing to.
I was talking about with getting the bullets out of the gun. I was just trying. It would have been easier and faster to get the bullets out if you'd have pushed the release.
Question. So she is saying that she's a sovereign citizen, but she is happily exercising her Second Amendment rights, right? So you believe in the Constitution for some things, but not for others?
You
Still
have to
not on my
set your
dash.
personal opinion or feelings aside
You
to
agreed
obey a lawful
to
order.
put my weapon on my dash.
Afterwards.
No.
Correct.
You
After I
agreed
told you.
to put my
Okay,
weapon
we're gonna stop this.
on
I'm gonna wait for the
dash.
chief. We'll go from there. I'm gonna put it on the dash now. You need to not reach for it, and I'm gonna put it on that side. Will you roll that window down?
I have to turn-
Just turn it.
Does she not have
turn
a
it to the
hood?
on- yeah.
Wait,
Accelerator on.
Wait, Sharon, does she not have a hood on her car? Is she missing a hood? Wait, what is going on here? How did we miss that, guys? She doesn't have a hood on her car. Look.
Window down.
There's no hood and it's smashed up in the front. How did we miss that? Oh yeah, she is.
Just turn it to the on. Yeah, accelerator on. That's fine. Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here. Okay, where's your identification at?
I can just wait for you.
Fine with me.
The chief of police arrives to help the officer.
I have the firearm now. So essentially, approached. I noticed she had the firearm on her hip. Not a big deal. I asked her if it was a firearm that she point at it or tell me instead of reaching it. She reached for it. Anyway, I asked her to put her hands on her head so I could remove it from her and take it back to my vehicle to secure it during the rest of the stop. And she's mildly argumentative. She refused to do that. We ended up coming to a compromise. She let me take it off her and unload it.
Well, while he gives the rundown of what happened, when you look at a woman like that, can you imagine what that car smells like? I know I always tell you guys that. Can you guys imagine the smell? But it's because I have a very high sense of smell. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I can't imagine the smell of that car. Look at the seats. Look how grimy and dirty those seats are. Look at her. She looks like she smells like spoiled yogurt. I mean,
This people. Okay? The drug court is not in order.
oh my gosh, and she's coughing too.
I promise this was in order when I put it.
Despite being insistent that she read the papers to the officers, it takes Green Carnes a while to get things organized. But she finally finds what she's looking for.
So, as you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know that the right of the citizen to travel upon public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination.
Listen, at least she has the paper and she's actually reading what she believes. A lot of people refuse to even read it out properly and they just start rambling and screaming emotionally. I give her credit that she actually has this paper and she's reading it out as she sees it on the, as she understands it. So I give her props for that.
Along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
If we don't need to, the U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that. So
no, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have. And you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse. You have to have a driver.
Oh, really quickly, I know what the officer is saying, but Keela, really quickly, he says sovereign citizens is a real thing. Technically, only Samoans and Polynesians are allowed to be sovereign citizens, which is a bunch of BS. Technically, a sovereign citizen is an oxymoron because you being a citizen of a nation and being sovereign, we'll go through it one day. I don't want to bore you guys with the technicalities to this belief system, but we'll go through it one day together if you guys like.
No, you do not.
Okay, we can argue this later. So you need to provide the officer with your driver's license, or you will be arrested for failure to carry and present.
For what crime?
Failed to carry and present a driver's license. It's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
But you have to let go of it. You have to present
Why
it to him.
Why do I have to let go of it? I presented it. You see it.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No.
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
Not required.
Okay.
Good. Whether Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have?
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back.
Green Carnes continues to be uncooperative and invokes her
She's like, I don't know, officer, if I have it. Why don't you pat me down ever so slowly? Why don't you check for yourself, Zaddy?
Fifth Amendment right to remain silent for the time being.
So, ma'am, here's the deal. If you believe that this is part of your right to travel, this isn't the place to argue that. Okay, that's why they have a court of law.
You mean another waste of my time?
Okay, well, you're citing what you think's a part of the Constitution, and so if it's constitutionally sound, that's what a court's for, and that's why there's appeals processes. If you don't like the original court ruling, okay, and if you read closely, they did not rule that you have the right to travel without a driver's license in a motor vehicle. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
And I can show you.
Well, that's fine. Again, if you believe that that's the case, that's what a court's for. It's not to set out here and argue on the side of the highway with the officer, because that just escalates things and things turn worse. We'll be back with the
did not authorize him to do that.
Do what?
He told me he was going to put it on the dash.
Okay. Well, I'll
Doesn't
talk
she
with him.
kinda-
Okay.
Guys, doesn't she kind of sound like Marge Simpson? You guys know Marge Simpson? She kind of sounds like Marge Simpson, but in an angry form, like angry Marge Simpson. Well, she's about to get arrested right now, so I'm here for it. We're about to get to the arrest, and I'm excited.
I've never dealt with her before.
So she prevented you a driver's license, and she's suspended?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask her if she knows that. That's a crime if she knows she's suspended.
Well, also, she was cited and convicted on December 29th of 21 for driving West County driving on a public roadway. So,
Ma'am, did you know your driving privileges are suspended in Oregon?
No, would have never guessed.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
After checking her information in the system, the officers decide it's time to arrest her.
Hey, Gina.
No,
What's the deal?
no. We have an offense in the chat. 3G, go to the naughty corner right now. Right now. 3G, you have been getting in trouble lately on this channel. You have been getting a lot of trouble recently. You're usually really good, but 3G, you march your tail over to the naughty corner, look at the wall, and think about what you just did. Yesterday's meatloaf is today's slummy. Just stop it, 3G. Go to the naughty corner right now. Think about what you just did. How dare you?
Oh, okay. I need you to step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
Let the dance
You're
begin.
placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry, nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that
Exactly.
it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
Or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under
So
clothing,
now
that's
you
concealed.
guys want to nitpick.
and additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in December, late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been
It was concealed. He only saw the end of the handle, so that is still considered concealed, because if he had to go out of his way to see it, openly carrying, you have to be able to openly see it without having to go through things and pull behind clothes. She had her weapon under her clothes in an area where a lot of people carry their weapons. That's the reason why the officer knew that there was a gun there. He could see the handle kind of poking out, and the rest of it was under her clothing. So yes, that is still concealed because she's making an attempt to hide it. there was no open view of the weapon. So yeah.
Reinstated at all since then. So there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
You're making assumptions.
No, that's.
You're making assumptions.
Oh, as far as your knowledge
You're
of that?
assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right. I never said I knew for a fact. Okay. I'm not in your mind. I can't know that. But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that, for the concealed firearm issue, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just actually step out and face the panel of their force, please.
So maybe like
So let me ask everybody in the chat, do you all believe that this woman is going to calmly get out of her vehicle and walk with the officers to the patrol car? Or do you guys believe that she is going to be dragged, kicked, sprayed, windows broken, tased, and crying the whole way there? What do you guys think? Oh. You guys are like, no, she's not going to be peaceful. Not a chance. No. She's going to scream and cry. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. No, Samuel, I don't believe she's going to walk so much as roll. She wants to wrestle. She wants to wrestle. All of the above. All right. Okay. Let's see. Aaron says, I think we're going to have to turn the volume down. Nope. Let's see what happens.
I explained to you, this isn't the place to argue. That just makes things worse. That's why there's court.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well we didn't
And I'm
look for
willing
it.
to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you you're stopped for expired tires. Okay. Additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back too that's broken. I didn't notify you that that's why I stopped you because I was primarily just stopping you for the tag. But I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you. Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop. Okay, so you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest. Okay, so we're gonna ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any altercation.
Pivotal moment.
So your car. So you were convicted of marijuana suspended recently. So
You have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have no legal right to tell it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Get out.
And if you
I
refuse
will
to,
step
okay.
out of the vehicle. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect.
Okay.
Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay. Again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that. You can file lawsuits. You can do what you like.
So,
Okay.
in other words, what you're saying
Get out the car.
is that you don't care
get him on the camera.
that you are stomping all over my
Okay.
constitutional rights.
What I care about is this is my job. Okay. I am educated and I'm informed and I get the training on laws and court rulings.
But that does not
Okay.
mean that you know all the laws.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date
Right.
on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date.
Samuel, what is wrong with you today? Samuel, what is your deal today? You're almost going to the naughty corner. You know that, right? You're almost going to the naughty corner. What is your problem? Oh my gosh.
Okay. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. Okay. But this isn't the
Eating
place
crow
for it.
later is not going to help me.
Okay. Well, it might. So go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and step out of the
In the
vehicle. You are
meantime,
under arrest.
You guys are taking something that you have no legal
All right.
right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way.
Oh, she's getting out. She's getting out.
That way, and put your hands behind your back.
Ow!
Okay.
Would you please
You need
be
two sets of
gentle?
cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury,
Okay.
so
Chief,
please
you hold
be
this
gentle.
on. We'll put two sets of cuffs on.
And please do not pull my arms out.
We're gonna do our very best. I'm only limited by these 2K.
Well, well, well. Would you looky here? We were wrong. She's actually a well-behaved walrus. She's a well-behaved walrus. We were wrong. Look at that. She proved us wrong. Well, you know what? It's not over until she's at the station. So let's see.
Here.
Real quick, ma'am, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at no expense. Do you understand those rights, ma'am?
I'm pleading with this.
Okay. 30 till them. 216 has one female in custody.
After she's in handcuffs, the police pat her down and help her call a neighbor to come pick up the car. From there, she's headed to jail.
Is it okay if I take your glasses off before I
Wait.
put you in the car?
They let a neighbor come pick up the car. Oh, this woman is so, listen, when you guys talk about privilege, this woman has that privilege. Listen, she didn't get shot after grabbing her weapon, going for her weapon in front of an officer, and he didn't tow her car. Oh, she better not complain about not one thing. You know she will, though. She still will. She better not.
Preferably not.
I asked what
Generally, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I get such bad headaches
That's fine.
from the light.
Okay. I'll have you step this way for me.
Hustler.
The door here. So the best way is going to be to get up as close to that corner as you can, face me, and then sit back, and then swing your legs in. Just do your best. You can take as much time as you need.
Oh gosh, really? Look at this. Look at this.
Officer, you're gonna have to.
Okay, how would you like me to help
Oh,
you?
officer.
Would you like me to
I
hold
can't
pressure on
bend
your
over.
back so you can slowly go in?
You want to hold on?
Officer, you see, the problem is I can't bend over unless a man is behind me. So, officer, if you just do me the favor and stand right behind me, and then that will help me bend over and put myself at a 90-degree angle. Oh, you can't do that, officer? Oh, okay.
Sweatshirt like this.
That'll work.
Slowly lean down.
Slow as you need.
A little more. Yep. Keep going.
It's amazing how many handicapped people, how people all of a sudden turn handicapped when it's time to be arrested. You know what I mean? All of a sudden they have all these ailments. Look. I mean, to be fair, the car is rather small.
Okay, this is.
You want me to go on the other side and pull on you?
Can you push my feet up?
Yep.
Put my legs in the air, officer. I mean, push them up into the car.
Perfect. There we go. Okay, would you like a window down?
No, thank you.
At one point, the officer taking green cards to booking has to pull over as the woman has a very dramatic reaction to being in the cramped back seat.
You guys can't.
Would you like an ambulance?
No, I just gotta get this.
Now, listen, no matter how much I may make fun of her, I want to tell you guys this is actually a real thing. This really is something that can happen to people when you're in the back of a police car with your hands behind your back, because it doesn't help you with breathing for some people who are troubled breathing. She, with her hands behind her back and in that confined space, I can understand her actually having problems. So I'm not going to make fun of her, although it is a funny situation. I'm not going to make fun of her being in distress at this moment, because it is very possible that she is not faking and that she is in a lot of discomfort right now. So let's, I'll give it to her. Let's see what happens.
Any medical attention, correct?
It won't help.
Howdy. So she was having a back spasm and couldn't wait, so.
That's right, Keela.
I'm sorry, my back went out
That's all right.
a couple weeks ago, and it's been kind of sliding in and out since.
It happens.
Did she say she's pregnant? Did she just say she's pregnant? Oh my goodness. All right. I tell you what, guys. I'm going to let this go. We can watch the next one next time. I didn't know how long that one was, how long that clip was. We can watch the other ones next time because I wasn't going to stay long today. I just wanted to stay for an hour, but we're at an hour and a half. Larry, Larry, get yourself together before you get sent to the naughty corner. What is up with my mods acting out? My mods are being worse than the pride. Oh my God. Okay. So Larry, get it together. I'm not going to read your message. But yeah, so anyway, that was her. These sovereign citizens always have so much debilitating injuries as soon as they get arrested. And this is a prime example. But thank you all for joining me today for this quick talk, quick stream. I hope that we have ended it on a good note. I know that we started it a little bit dark, a little bit, confession style, but I'm hoping that you guys are leaving today with a lighter sense of mood, a lighter sense of humor as you guys leave. So thank you all for joining me. BTK says no. Well, you know what? Listen, or he says row. I don't know what row means. Anyway, but anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you all for joining me on this Friday Junior, and I will see you all on Saturday. See you all Saturday. We'll do our typical things that we normally do, our Saturday shows. I'm sure Larry is going to have a list for us. So good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all Saturday. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everybody. Oh, right on. Got it. I'm slow, guys.